Hello guys, we're going to go into a quick video about the information you can find on ARK Omega, where to find it, what to do with it, and just, how to make sense of this mod. One thing I forgot to mention that I won't go into too much detail is YouTube. YouTube is a great source. It's probably how you found me. It's how you found this video. Just type in whatever you're looking for. Who knows, somebody maybe made a video about it a long time ago or recently, and just see. That's the one thing I don't mention. But we're gonna cover the public Google Doc, the private Google Doc that was made by a let's call him a fan, Hexen's Discord and what you can find there, and the F1 menu at the very end. We're going to go in that order. So just if you're looking for specific information, you don't want to watch the video, you can skip ahead and try to go that way. Or you can just watch the whole thing and maybe learn something new. Who knows? Alright guys, let's get to the video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, first source of information we're going to go through is the official ARK Omega public Google Doc. This is probably the first thing you come in here and you're wondering what to click, what to do. I'm going to do a quick rundown, quick explanation of everything you have available here, and then we're going to move on to different ways to find information about ARK Omega that can help you progress through this complicated mod. And once you have learned the basics, you're just going to apply them and it will be no longer complicated for you. So first we have the tier list, as you guys have seen. Tells you which each variant is the stats multiplier and the spawn chance. Unless you're playing no tame, then you have no spawn chance for godlike, ancient, and endless. We're gonna hit right down here where the mouse is. We're gonna hit structures. This is more of what structures are in the game for you, what they do. Tranquilizers. I never really dabbled much into this, and they are currently changing. I don't know if he has. It doesn't look like it's updated because he has removed darts. Any fixes? Here's what he has: armor, saddle. On the imbue wise, and here is unique gods. Right now there is just little stuff that you have on here, not much explain unless you know what you're looking at. It tells you what the unique gods from Beacon Boss's base stats multiply variant and stuff like that. Ancient unique gods use god stats multiplier by variant multiplier by paragon shards. And then it talks about saddle gods, how they're calculated and whatnot. The game innies are here, so you can see this is the public one. If you have a private one that you have Hexen make for you, it won't be on here, so you'll have to add that one in yourself. Now we're gonna get into variants right now. All the variants you can possibly want to know are in here, including all the regular tiers, which is the sixth, all six of them, and then the seventh would be down here, except for cosmic. The seventh is antimatter is up here. Now it tells you the spawn chance, it tells you the multiplier, what they do, and what variant they are. If you're wondering where to go, then in what they do, this is a very good rundown to see what do I want to tame, what's a good fighter, what's a good utility dino, what do the utility dinos do, like what is crafting, what can I craft, what does the breeding do, and such on. This is very helpful information. Now we're going to go into the group variants. Group variants is basically when you group God your dino, which we'll talk about a little later what happens to it. So if you group God a cosmic dino, you have all, of course you get all the abilities, and then it tells you X does this, 6 does this, and then passively we'll change it, and then it's a 20 or it's a 6 times multiplier. With Guardians is a 14, and then Rage becomes 24, because if we looked here, Rage becomes uncontrollable. So when you group guard a Rage Dino, it becomes uncontrollable, which means you can outride it unless you have the correct saddle for it, and we'll go into that later. When you lucky variant something, it's a lot. It's like no abilities, but there's a lot of passive abilities here, which is the damage reduction, the dodge chance, the speed, and basically whatever that group has, it your dino gets it. Now, beacon bosses, this will be a little overwhelming, but if you are summoning stuff on basic tier, this is what you're looking for. Of course, this does not calculate what saddle you have on and stuff like that, but at least you can see the base damage on it. I don't know if this is updated with the current um, patch where he made it that Dinos, beacon bosses, and gods' second attack, which would be like, for example, the Dodorex Elemental Breath, doesn't have a cap anymore. So I don't know if that is based on here, but at least the health is accurate. The multipliers, the damage multipliers, and so on. Fire, ice, water, and then this is more of a calculating tool to see what you're going up against health-wise, if you can do it. Now this is the variant gods. If you're not sure, and the variant gods come in when you put a boss soul into a god egg and you don't know, let's say it's a supernova, right? What am I going to get from a supernova god egg? Like what kind of god is it? So it tells you right here the creature god will be a Tech Rex. Um, and then if you summon of the elementals, the fire one, ice, earth, lightning, water, wind are all wyverns. And then if you add the storm to each one, they become scorpions. So in my previous video, I said, how do you get your vengeance set? Well, it's easier to fight a scorpion than something trying to fly around and bite your butt, and this is what it is. And if you just we're just gonna scroll down quickly here. This is what you're looking at. In case, if you guys want to know, Demon's a Desmodus, so it is a flyer. But you know what you're going up against going into this fight. You're not just going in blind going, oh crap. Of course, this is all going to be linked down below. Group gods. Okay, this is probably, for me, it's very simple looking at it, but for some new players, it might be overwhelming. So, this is the group gods that we talked about earlier. How you make your dino a group god is by collecting all the elemental souls, so it'll be firestorm, earthstorm, windstorm, lightning storm, um, ice storm, any of the five, so five elements you collect, or it could be the cosmic ones, or it can be the nightmare ones. Now nightmare can only be spawned at nighttime, so be wary of that. I don't know if it forces into a night. It's been a very long time. I believe it does, but don't quote me on that. This is basically for the resource. Let's say you summon a resource you want to make into a group god. Well, you're gonna have to fight it there, Xeno. Let's say you want to make a group god your uncontrollable Dane. Well, you're gonna have to fight a Ferox first, and he hits hard. Well, he hits not the hardest, but he's a multiplier of 4, so his base health is 6. We're not gonna add. I'm not gonna say numbers. I've embarrassed myself in videos. The cosmic is a void worm, and so on. Now the lucky one, be careful because remember, group gods. He has group god, so he has the dodge chance, the damage reduction, the speed, and like I mentioned before, he does not have a damage cap on his fart attack, and he literally farts in your face. I literally mean that, and it can hit like a truck. So be ready. Make sure you tank it. The way you spawn, like I said, the way you spawn all these is you collect all of that elemental variant or group variant. Let's say cosmic, you collect all the cosmic souls, so meteor, supernovas, meteors, and all that into a altar, Omega altar, and then you'll summon one of these. Unique gods is a little bit more farming. You will need 2 souls, as you can see right here. You will need the guardian soul, which is right here, and then you need the resource soul, which is right here. So you have to fight the Therizino and the rock elemental and summon Indestructor, which is a brute mother. Probably the easiest one of the uniques to fight and make it um, ancient. This is how you make your dinos ancient right here. For any, so Nightmare and Rage, so if you want your Nightmare or Rage dino to become ancient, you need to kill Sin, which is the Dodo Rex. He is the DPS cap of this mod. If you can kill him, it's pretty easy. Then, you know, you go on to making him unique. Say if you want to make your um, Potion Dino Ancient, you have to fight Infinity, which is Eternal Soul, which is the Canaderia. I can't pronounce it. And then the utility is an Argentavis. Now this one, remember, utility gods, group gods, and unique group gods can only be damaged by only utility dinos. So beware of that. You can only damage Infinity with a utility dino, or else it doesn't work. And then we have the Zodiac and Perfect Zodiac. To summon the Zodiac, you need all these souls to summon him. I don't remember how to summon Perfect Zodiac. I think it's has several stages in marring each mirroring the unique group gods. It can only be, oh, I'm sorry, by putting the Zodiac soul into an Omega. Oh, so you have to kill Zodiac one time and then put his soul back into the Omega altar and you will summon him. Now he uses all the ability. So he can use any ability at any time. The Perfect Zodiac. Zodiac has different stages of fighting him. I have a video up there in my channel that you can find. You can see the fight if you're curious about it. Darkness is you're fighting all the 7 variants. The way you summon him is um, you have to sacrifice artifacts. So artifact the Brute Mother of the Sky Lord and so on. You just put him in an altar and you will summon him. He's a Titan. He looks amazing. It's a very fun fight. I do have a video of that as well up. And but if you don't want to watch the videos, you know, don't have yourself a spoiler, or you're not quite there yet, you can always go back to it. Now the land destroyer. So this is a new tier. Oh, Perfect Darkness is you have to by killing Darkness Soul one time, and then putting in the Lucky Soul makes Perfect Darkness, from what I'm told. I haven't done it yet. I don't have a video of it up yet. It's one of our end game things to do. As you can see, he has a freaking lot of health, and he hits like a truck. These destroyers are basically how you get your, for example, so this will be for loot, mythical, cosmic, and loot. Your loot dino can be made ancient by killing the land destroyer. Same thing with the protector. I remember them both saying it. I think any land soul can make a lucky dino ancient. And from what I am told I guess it's hidden. I don't know. But I was told if you put all these souls into an altar, it will summon something you have to fight to make your dino ancient. I have not done this, so I don't know what to expect. And I didn't ask for any information because I don't want it to be spoiled for myself. So that's a quick explanation. Well, quick I say, but I've been talking for a while. Everything is based on level 150, scales 1 to 1. So if you have higher than that, this will be harder. Just keep that in mind. This is for the player ranks that's introduced not too long ago. What you need, the piggyback chance, we have this in our F1 menu. If you're an admin on the server, you can see this. But here is for everybody to see. Commands. He has posted some are more on his Discord, but we'll get to that. Set items, what each set of the item does, what it takes, what each piece does, and what happens when you have the full set, 2, 3, or 4 pieces. It's all in here. This is probably the most useful information for new players. All the unique dinos are in here, including hybrids, including Zaitarians, creatures. They're all in here. Now, to go for specific hybrids, which you can make, it's also in here. So, Lamprey and Galleyprey will make you a Galleyprey, which we know from my previous videos that it's one of the overpowered. It's still overpowered, but good. Unique items, this is just all the early and mid game weapons. More is to come. He is going to add more late game stuff. This is the unique charms and what they do in here. Not too many. These are defensive charms. He will be adding um, offensive charms later down the road. Unique saddles. If you're not sure about the saddle and you don't know about the Dodo decks that I will go over in a little bit, but these are on the Google Doc as well. I believe this is more updated. I would refer to this before referring to anywhere else. Also, he has legendary saddles included in here. Alright, so this is the end of the official ARK Omega public Google Doc. Now, something I want to show you guys is an unofficial Google Doc that it was linked to me, and this is not supported by Hex. This is not supported by ARK Omega. This is basically, it will be down in the link below if you want to see more in details. So as you can see here, we have miracles, armor imbues, shadow imbues, omega armor sets, and whatnot. This is pretty kept up to date. I don't know how update it is. I don't know if I should have said anything about this one, but this where did he say? He said that he would like should be in miscellaneous value. You can, I don't know, but somewhere in here is oh, he said somewhere in here he would like this to be more used. I can't seem to find it right now, but maybe it was in the link. Anyways, so let's go over. This is a damage calculator for you. Miracle stuff for what percent endless, what basically if you kill endless monkeys, miracle monkeys, you'll get 60% damage, 60% on max wild dino spawn. If you kill jackpot, however, at endless, you get 100%, 200%, and so on. Basically something that you can see what you get benefits from it. Miracles are broken. Please, if you're watching this so far, abuse them. It is great for your server. Armor imbues. Um, this is kind of tricky. There could be multiple roles of something, but basically you have an idea if you like to see how, on black and white how it looks. Same thing with saddle imbues, and then drop rates right here for you. Now this is what I like. This is the calculator for what you could get. So right now I have set it up to 98 magic fine. Let's go that we have 100 magic fine, and it fixes it for you. Lucky charm, gold digger, and you can play around with it, kind of calculate a unique dino. You can also change the dynamic item rate because let's say you did miracles and then you have, I don't know, late game 350 magic fine. You pop a magic potion and you're trying to get a legendary weapon. So it tells you on no magic fine on foot, it's 0.032, but with magic fine on foot it's 0.32. So something to look in. So unique saddles, legendary saddles is not affected by magic fine whatsoever. So doesn't matter how much you have, you don't get it. Let's see. Variant stats, you can see that in the other um, sections. Armor sets, this is a little um, the Olympian buff is actually more up to date in the official Discord, but again, this is just another way to find more information, right? This is what this video is about. Late game sets have not been added. And then the weight of your paragons, if you're wondering why you're not getting a paragon, maybe it weighs a little too much and it's harder to get. The more it weighs, the harder it is to get. And then hybrids, I would refer, I don't know how updated this is, I would refer to the Omega um, public official one. But there's other, this calculator, I love it. I use it only for this, to be honest. But anyways, let me pull up so another info is the Hexen Discord. So in here you can see all his announcements. You can see tournaments. He runs tournaments and whatnot. Also, for the longest time, and this is in for a disclaimer, do not post anything of highly modded stuff in here. If you're playing at 254 extra levels to your dino, anything above 150, you will be roasted in here. You will be mocked. You will be however you want to uh, answer it. But if you're just posting a generic question like, what's the best way to kill jackpot? This place is also a very good place to ask. I know Flocker, I know Q, he's very good at answering. There's very knowledgeable people in here that watch the general chat. See right here, he's going to ask a question. We can see he's new. And then there you go, there's the answer. It's not even an admin. But the community is friendly-ish. The admins are friendly-ish. Just warning ahead of time because I am sending you guys here. I am in a way responsible for you being exposed to this and so on. Now, if you do become a donator, you get a whole bunch of other stuff. And you can see Hex in here is coding, which is only available to his donators. So if you want to see what he does and whatnot, maybe you could donate to him. Of course, he doesn't even know I'm making this video. I'm just saying how to get this information. You'll have access to upcoming patch notes, and you can potentially, hang out and see him coding. As you can see right there in the little screen, he is testing something in the ARK dev kit. Again, he doesn't know I'm doing this. I'm not getting paid to do this in advertisement, but this is what's happening. It's a good source of information, so I'm using it. Also, guys, Discord is always up for grabs for you. I've been linking it in all my videos. We have a lot of new people. People are growing by the day. If you guys want to have a question, pop in our general chat, ask a question, share some pictures. I have screenshots in here and whatnot. Screenshots and videos is mostly me posting stuff, but there's people showing off their bases. I'm sharing videos, new creatures, whatnot, and I also have pet pictures. It's my husky howling. So if you guys want to be part of that, my community, I guess you guys are more welcome to come and chill and come and chill with me. Alright, this is going to be our last information pit stop. This is your F1 menu. If you're not sure how to use it, go into any ARK Omega server and click F1, and this will what you'll be greeted as. So, first we're going to jump in to the welcome getting started. It tells you a little bit about it and the progression guide. Now, if you're here, this probably doesn't make sense to you, right? Don't worry, I am working on a video to kind of speed you through what you should be doing, what's important. If you want to progress through the mod, you can pick and choose from that video what you want to aim for and so on. So, egg chart as of 3.2, I believe. Yes, 3.2. I don't remember. But the egg collection chart is here for you. Basically, it's whatever you have integrated into the egg collector. It will show up here. The cosmics all the way to Omega. As you can see, I have Elemental 1 Beta in there and Guardian 1 Omega to produce eggs for me. Um, Piggyback system, if you are a admin on the server, this ensures that you don't need simple spawners anymore. You can piggyback off piggyback spawn, and then making sure everything can spawn on your map. Quests, if you have, whoa, I have a lot of completed quests, didn't even know about. This is on my no tame server, by the way, and I don't need paragons right now, so I just kind of use them like that. Calculators, again, I've shown you guys you guys can play around with this and whatnot. Variants are also in here. Stalker, it tells you the abilities in here as well. Just multiple informations for you. Bosses, tells you a little about the bosses and so on. Again, if you're not sure, refer to the public Google Doc and it will explain more in detail, or you can just leave a comment below asking a question. I respond to those. Souls, boss souls, god souls, unique souls, group souls, it all explains them here for you. Mating as well. Mating got changed a little bit. Let's see if he updated it. Looks like he did. Okay. There was usually 5 settings. Now there's only 3. Miracles. If you have any miracles going on in your server, they will be in here. Imbues is a new thing showing you what armor you're wearing, how much magic fine you have. I have 106 on this map, on this character. And then if you want to know early equipment, what they do, what they look like, it's in here. Mid game, late game. Late game, there's nothing. He's still working on them. Weapons, mid-tier weapons. Again, no late game stuff. Offensive charms, not yet put in. Defensive charms, they're all in here. And then unique saddles. Now these ones you cannot. He is, I believe, looking to add a search option. But right now you're gonna just have to go alphabetized and scroll down to where you want it. Jerboa has 2 saddles, the unique one and the legendary one. So you can see it in here as well. I don't know how up to date he's gonna keep this. I say refer to the Google Doc, the public one, for that kind of stuff. And that is the equipment tab. Now we're gonna go over to the Dodo Decks. So this one tells you the Allosaur. I believe it's okay. So it tells you the hybrid information, tells you the health of it, and rarity number, paragon value, what it eats, and what saddles it has. Alpha Tech Rex, health, Desert Titan. What it has, a lot of information here as well for you guys, just showing you. This one you can search, so let's type in, just press J, there's a Jerboa. And you can see the saddles pulled up right there. Base health 55, base damage 5, Paragon Shards 1. Jerkboa is the unique name of it for the dino, if it has one. Water Bug, Mermaid, Tech Tapijara, Flappy Bird. Does not have a saddle, so you will not see one, and so on. He has his Patreon, his PayPal into links, his Discord is in here. He has posted. If you guys want to copy it and go into it, or just Google it, that's how I found it. And then you have your damage numbers. Now you can change your damage numbers. Player ranks is what we looked at earlier, what you can do. Looks like they're capitalized now for some reason. scoreboard of how many people in your server have died or killed or both and what rank they are, and then close button to close it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my video and hopefully you find this information useful. If you do, please hit the like button. If you enjoy this content and you'd like to see more of my content and you want to support me, please hit the subscribe button. It helps me out tremendously. And then, well, that's all I got. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.